Hi there, how you doing? I tell you what, we've gone from feast to famine here in Shropshire. We had a spring where we had rain and snow and everything was wet and we couldn't get started. And now we've got an early summer where it is just hot beyond belief. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know you, like people in America and other places, get it hotter than here, but we're a temperate climate. Our summers are normally a couple of days of rain, 3, 4 days of nice weather, a bit overcast in between, and then some showers, and then we have a couple of days of rain, thunderstorms, and then we'll have 3 or 4 days of overcast, a couple of days of sun, and that's kind of how our summers go, really. And there's an old saying that in Britain is, if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. I suppose that's why we're known as the green and pleasant land, because we're normally green. Normally you only have to scratch down under the surface to find damp soil, but we've got soil like concrete at the moment, and it's a constant battle of watering and mulching and putting the greenhouse in shade. And I honestly think that we're probably going to end up with a hosepipe ban. And actually, saying that, the last 2 days where I live, we've had low water pressure in our homes. And the local company, Severn Trent, named after the two rivers near us, the Severn and the Trent, they have said that they've had an issue at the reservoir with the machinery, which I think is a load of rubbish, really. I think they're probably supply and demand. There's too many people turning on the tap when they get in from work to fill up water bottles, do the gardening, have showers, and that's why our water pressure is going low. I mean, the last 2 nights, after about 8 o'clock at night, we've just had a trickle coming out the tap, and to fill up a glass of water has taken like a minute. And I know it's a first world problem. There's people around the world that have to walk miles and miles to get their water, and I'm complaining that we've got a trickle coming out of the tap, which is 5 feet away from my sofa, or a bit further maybe. But when you're not used to it, you think to yourself, oh my god, this is a bit serious. And then you start to think about it. Water is the most important resource on the planet, and there's people going without, and I'm complaining that I can't water my vegetables. June, and I can already see there being some severe water shortages here in the UK. I don't know, I just got this funny feeling, the way the weather's going. I'm a fisherman, and I constantly get updates from friends about how the rivers are, how reservoirs are where people are fishing, and in the down the pipeline over the jungle drums, I'm hearing that reservoirs up and down the country are low. I'm hearing that rivers are lower than normal summer levels, and it's ridiculous, really, because we had one of the wettest winters possible, and now we're having a dry summer. Why is there not a way of saving that water? When the water's churning its way down the river and it's flooding towns and cities, why can't they then pump it somewhere into emergency reservoirs? It just baffles me how we can go from feast to famine in this country when it comes to water. Yeah, so I'd really like to know what it's like up and down the country, and and again, if you're abroad, if you're in America, Africa, wherever, feel free to in the comments below, say to me, get over it, you think you've got troubles. I know, but I wonder if anyone, but I wonder if everyone else is the same as me. Have you noticed your local rivers, your reservoirs, your ponds looking a bit low? Have any of you had low water pressure at home and the water companies have said that it's issue with the pumping station? Yeah, alright, whatever. I've already started stockpiling water on the allotment. I've got an extra water butt, and I've started filling up that with water, because I thought, at least worst case scenario, if we do get a hosepipe ban, I can keep my main crops watered. Obviously salads and things would have to probably suffer, but my sweet corns, my pumpkins, my tomatoes, my cucumbers, I can keep them watered. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to shoot off, but let me know in the comments, hit the subscribe button, and even hit the dislike button if you want.